First and foremost, before we get started, I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rekakadash, and the Monsters Great Millstone, while it is truth. And also to those elect that is scattered abroad, I like to say Shalom, and come back here today with another great powerful lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So the title of today's lesson is EMP, End of Technology. So I like to say Shalom to all our listen and learn. Hope this way for you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So I have a little news article on here about EMP or electromagnetic pulse. So let's read a little bit of this. It says, an electromagnetic pulse, EMP, also referred to as a transit electromagnetic disturbance, TED, is a brief burst of electromagnetic energy. The origin of a EMP can be natural or artificial. Look up HAARP for more info. It said, and can occur as an electromagnetic field, as an electric field, as a magnetic field, or a conducted electric current. The electromagnetic interference caused by EMP can disrupt communication and damage electronic equipment, and EMP, such as a lightning strike, can physically damage objects such as buildings and aircraft. The management of EMP effects is a branch of the electromagnetic compatibility, EMC engineering. Let's get a little bit more here. It says, let's drop down right here. It says in modern warfare, weapons deliver a high energy EMP or nuclear exchange, you know what I'm saying, or what, EMP bomb, which in fact it is nuclear. So let's read that again. It said in modern warfare, weapons delivering a high energy EMP pulse are designed to disrupt communication equipment, the computers needed to operate modern warplanes, or even put the entire electrical network of a target country out of commission. And out about, so we already know that these things are very destruction, the end game. So we knowing that these EMPs, it's rumors of them all, it's been in the news left and right. They saying China was practicing for an EMP attack on America. Also, it said Russia, also North Korea, and also Iran. So we already know these things are picking up. Rumors of wars are all over the place. So you already know this would deal with your modern day technology, your cell phone, your devices, your tablet, your laptop, your home PC, also your flat screen, all that, and also your automobile. If you have a modern day automobile, truck, or what, a SUV, up to date, so most of them have chips in it, So we don't want to talk on it too much. So let's get a quick precept. So that will be the end of technology. That will be end of society. As you know, this place will be a third world country if we get hit with a EMP. So we already know this is gonna work hand in hand with this global reset. You know what I'm saying? Not about this order out of chaos. All has been engineered through the left hand side, also through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So we already knowing that these things. You know what I'm saying? We're happy, you know what I'm saying? Because we already know that they already telling you about that this could be a possible dark winter. They telling you about rolling blackout, cyber attacks. So you already know it won't be no internet, no electricity. You know what I'm saying? No pretty much no heating. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it hit in the wintertime. So so a lot of people will be in great despair, great sorrow. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, a lot of things will happen. So it will cause food shortage. what water shortage, because what, the power grid will be down. Not about, communication will be down. Also will be what, complete what, darkness. And not about all these things have been engineered. Also, we already know this is going to work hand in hand with this reset. So, and also this invading force. So, could this be the possible dark winter? And we also knowing that this will call what, mass death. You know what I'm saying? The body count will be great. So that's, we constantly warning you left and right. So we already knowing that, hey, everything that right now, your day of life, your way of life is going to change overnight. The Lord is getting ready to break the staff of the bread. So let's get this. Let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 49 to get this quick precept. And it reads that I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. So one thing about it, if you get hit with an EMP, we'll call what, widowhood. You know what I'm saying? So you already knowing that a lot of women is going to be mourning about their husband, about their what, brothers, their sister, their children. You know what I'm saying? Poverty. That goes into what, homelessness. You know what I'm saying? So people will not have a shelter. You know what I'm saying? When if it hit in the wintertime, a lot of people is going to what, freeze to death. Also, they're going to what, die of what, a starvation. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, a lot of things is getting ready to happen. The sword. That sword goes into what, these invading troops, and also sedition among men. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be robbing, stealing, and killing. So a lot of things is going to happen. City against city. Neighbor against neighbor. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of things. And also the Lord is going to bring forth judgment. He said pestilence. So pestilence going to go into what, these these new viruses that they constantly saying they're going to come upon us. Also the hokey pokies. A lot of things will come into play. You know what I'm saying? To waste thy houses and destruction and death. You know what I'm saying? So one thing about it is that, so we know that if this, when this happens, it's not a matter of time. We measure the time diligently through the scriptures, and out about, we know that it will happen. You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. So we already know that if they hit us with a EMP or electromagnetic pulse, it will knock out the whole entire grid, and your life is getting ready to change in a blink of an eye. It's just getting ready to be a third world country, and out about, and a lot of people are going to be weeping a vexation of spirit, and the body count will be great. So the title of the daily lesson once again is EMP, End of Technology. So I have a few short videos, and after the video we'll start the lesson, and I hope that you will get edified. One moment.
How many people do you think will die in the first 5 minutes of an EMP?
I would say none. Because of the EMP? Very few.
A couple 100,000 in the first 5 to 10 minutes.
From what?
Because there's over 2,000 commercial aircraft in the air right now. And a significant number of those, if they got hit by a major EMP, it shuts the computers down on the plane. And even if you have Sully up front piloting you into the Hudson River, that plane's going to fall like a rock. So a couple 100,000 within minutes.
EMP bombs. Can the world be reset? In this video, we will talk about one of the most dangerous and destructive weapons of today, the EMP bomb. Many people do not know what an EMP bomb is and how it can reset the world. What is an EMP bomb? The EMP bomb, electromagnetic pulse, is a type of weapon that uses nuclear explosions to create an electromagnetic shockwave. When an EMP bomb is detonated, it emits a large amount of electromagnetic radiation that can damage or destroy all electronic equipment within a certain radius. The EMP bomb was developed during the Cold War as a strategic weapon for the United States. The idea was that in the event of a nuclear war, the EMP bomb could be used to disable enemy forces without destroying cities or killing civilians. However, since then, many countries have developed this weapon, including the US, China, Russia, and North Korea. In other words, theoretically, North Korea would have the possibility of resetting the world. How can the EMP bomb change the world? If an EMP bomb were detonated in a populous location, it could have devastating consequences for society. Imagine being without electricity, running water, transportation, communications, and access to the internet. All of this would be possible if an EMP bomb were detonated. The EMP bomb could trigger a series of events that could change the world as we know it. Without electricity, modern society would collapse, and we would return to a primitive state. Most electronic equipment, such as computers, smartphones, and cars, would be useless and irreparable. Hospitals would be without power, becoming unable to treat patients. Food and medicine production would be interrupted, leading to widespread scarcity. National security would be jeopardized, and governments would have difficulty maintaining order. The effects of an EMP bomb would not be limited to the area where the bomb was detonated. Electromagnetic radiation would travel through space, affecting other places around the world. The consequences of this event would be felt on a global scale. How to protect against an EMP bomb? Although the EMP bomb is an extremely dangerous weapon, there are measures that can be taken to protect against its effects. Governments and other organizations have developed defense strategies to protect electrical and electronic systems against a possible EMP bomb explosion. Some of the protective measures include the use of Faraday cages, the storage of critical equipment in secure locations, and the use of backup power systems. Conclusion. In summary, the EMP bomb is an extremely powerful and dangerous weapon that can change the world as we know it. Although it was developed for military purposes, the effects of an EMP bomb explosion would affect society as a whole. It would be a global catastrophe that could have terrible consequences for humanity. It is important for the general population to understand the risks associated with this weapon and for governments to take measures to protect society against its effects. This includes investing in protection technologies and raising awareness among the population about the dangers of an EMP bomb.
If we truly have an outage that is nationwide, that lasts 9 months, the EMP Commission, they found that as many as 90% of Americans would die.
90% of Americans, what's 90% of 360 million people?
So it's like 300 million. So
300 million people wiped off the map just like that. And how long did you say that would take?
9 months.
9 months? And what does it look like if our power grid goes down?
So it really becomes almost zombie apocalypse. And it's horrific because we think about loosening the rule of law. And so we have George Carlin, a clip from, one of his comedy tours in a movie. And he says, you can't count on the police or the National Guard. They'll be at home protecting their own family.
The very first strikes are high-altitude EMP attacks, frying electronics and power grids by creating an electromagnetic pulse of tens of thousands of volts per meter. The next strikes target command and control, as well as nuclear launch facilities. Land-based intercontinental ballistic missiles take about half an hour to arrive.
An EMP threat, what's the probability of that happening?
So an EMP, it can be the end goal. You can't create it like in a movie where it's like a little electrical battery that just sends out a pulse. It has to be something of a larger explosive. EMPs are also the natural byproduct in a nuclear detonation. Most people, when they think of a nuclear bomb, they think of a nuclear bomb that comes and is delivered by a rocket, hits the earth, and then explodes, creates a mushroom cloud and a fireball. What they don't realize is that a nuclear warhead can be detonated at any altitude. A large warhead at a high altitude, you would have a huge EMP. Anything that's got a smart chip, modern day cars, cell phone would be neutralized. Your old school Chevelle should still be good to go, but your Tesla would not go anywhere. It'd be a brick. The more likely way that we would see anything like this happen is we would first see a cyber attack that would neutralize our ability to identify the incoming weapon that would discharge the EMP.
Do you think that this is a realistic scenario?
So now we'll start today's lesson. So we know that, and that I think that second or third video where the guy said it would be about 9 months, but it would happen faster than that. That's why the Lord said, behold, I will come quickly. So one thing about it is we got to be watching, praying. So these times are upon us. Rumors of wars are all over the place. So there's already rumors of cyber attacks, also EMP attacks, nuclear attacks, So, hey, man, we're here, World War III is brewing. So let's start today's lesson, a quick lesson through the Spirit. Just random scriptures, Ezekiel chapter 5, one moment. Ezekiel chapter 5, and we'll start up at verse 14. Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 14 it said, moreover, I will make thee waste and a reproach among the nations that are round about thee, in the sight of all that pass by. So that about in 1 hour thy judgment will come. So that about it. So the Lord is going to totally destroy this place. We already know this place is going to get hit with 100 million nukes. And also, cyber attacks, rolling blackout. Also, it will be invading force. America will be a rock to the core. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's going to lay this place down even with the ground. So out about it. So it's going to be a reproach. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be ashamed to all the nation. And out about it, hey, one thing about it is that, the Lord's getting ready to totally destroy this place. Now, about it, judgment is now at hand. Verse 15 says, so it shall be a reproach and a taunt and instruction for an astonishment unto the nation that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgment in thee in anger and in fury and furious rebukes. I, the Lord, have spoken it. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. So the Lord's getting ready to execute judgment, upon what Babylon the Great, for what the controversy of Zion, what was done to us is getting ready to be done to them. So a lot of things are coming down the pipeline, homelessness, poverty, a great famine in the land, famine of the world, food shortage, rolling blackouts. Once again, hey, man, it's getting ready to be a time that we have never seen before. It's fast approach. So you already know we get hit with that EMP. Your life is getting ready to change. Not about if the Lord is not on your side, you get ready to what? To die. Verse 16, it said, when I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you. And I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. That means your necessity, your way of life. It's getting ready to change. Your livelihood. And I have no jobs. There will be no food. Water. No shelter. And about if the Lord is not dealing with you, once again, the Lord is going to increase the destruction. The Lord is getting ready to do a mighty work. And we're constantly warning, all the games about to be over, and the Lord's getting ready to bring. So you already know we get hit with that EMP. That is it for America. And also those nukes are fast that will be coming right behind it. Now that's going to be a overkill. Amen. The end of technology. So right now, a lot of people, they love using their smartphone. They love using their laptop, their tablets, their computers, very convenient. But out about it's getting ready to go back to a third world country. And out about you're going to have to, have faith. If you don't have faith, you getting ready to die. I'm constantly warning you left and right. It's getting ready to be hell on earth. Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 17 says, so will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord, have spoken and say, man, the Lord's getting ready to do it. We constantly warn you left and right. So it's going to be hell on every side. And this is going to be televised. America will be set in darkness. Also, it's getting ready to be a great lake of fire. It's fast approach. We go into judgment a lot because the Lord's getting ready to bring forth judgment. So a lot of people still not considering. They're not considering the signs of the time. They don't fear the Lord. Not about it. Also, they constantly scoffing and mocking the prophet. And also the Lord is, all of a sudden, while people are putting out from day to day, the Lord is getting ready to bring. It's going to happen on a normal day. You going to work, talking about the holidays, your birthday, then all of a sudden, bam. The Lord going to snatch the rug off from under you. And that's how it's going to happen. But that's why you got to be always watching and praying. That's why the Lord said, hold fast what you have, because he's coming very quickly. The Lord said, I will come like a thief in the night. So we're right upon judgment. So now let's go here to 2 Ezra chapter 15. 2 Ezra chapter 15, one moment. 2 Ezra chapter 15. And we'll start up at verse 55. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 55. And it reads, said, the reward of thy whoredoms shall be in thy bosom. Therefore shalt thou receive recompense. Verse 56, like as thou hast done unto my chosen, says the Lord, even so shall the Almighty do unto thee, and shall deliver thee unto mischief. Verse 57 says, thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thy shall perish with the sword in the field. Let's read that again. 2 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 57 says, thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thy shall perish with the sword in the field. Verse 58 said, they that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. As you know, the Lord is going to break the staff of the bread. And in that day, you shall know that he is the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. The Lord's getting ready to execute judgment. And a lot of our people right now, they want to constantly do wickedly each and every day. You know, it don't matter how hard we try. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, we're going to constantly do the will of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua. The election has attained, and the rest was blind. Getting ready for the holiday, getting ready for the birthday, getting ready for a great celebration in the house of mirth. And out about it, the Lord is getting ready to bring it forth. The Lord's getting ready to break the staff of the bread. All this wickedness is getting ready to be a thing of the past. Also, the Lord's getting ready to cease the arrogancy of the proud. So now, and also America, Babylon the Great is getting ready to be totally destroyed. Get thee into darkness. Hey, let's go here to Isaiah chapter 47. Isaiah chapter 47. And we'll start up at verse 5. Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 5 says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called lady of kingdoms. And everybody's talking about America, you know what I'm saying? So the Lord is getting ready, you know what I'm saying, is getting ready to take this place out. And everybody say, get thee into darkness. So you already know if that EMP hit, it's going to be total darkness. And also when the Lord bring that those IBCM missiles, you know, the Lord's getting ready to turn the lights out. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord's getting ready to do. That's why the Lord said, get thee into darkness. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's getting ready to destroy this place. Let's read that again. So Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 5 says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldean, for thou shalt no more be called lady of kingdoms, Babylon the Great, America. And out of the Bible, we already know that this is, you know, what's the hammer of the whole earth. The Lord's getting ready to cease this place. The Lord's getting ready to make this place quiet. You know what I'm saying? He's getting ready with a great noise. Hey, man, we're here. Verse 6, it said, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them unto thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient had thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And I'd about, hey, man, you didn't show us any mercy. We're not going to show you any mercy. So your judgment is now at hand. And out about, you know, the Lord's getting ready to purge out the rebels, which in fact are the 2/3, also the head of these heathen nations, which in fact is Esau, Edom. You know what I'm saying? The modern day so-called white man. The Lord's getting ready to constantly destroy them. That's why, you know, the times of the Gentiles almost fulfilled. And also the great and glorious return of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And the Lord is getting ready to show up, you know, for the controversy of Zion. And out about, you didn't show us any mercy. You know what I'm saying? You know, you led us into captivity. You getting ready to go into captivity. You killed us with the sword. We getting ready to kill you with the sword. And we get ready to sell your sons and daughters. And that's why, hey, one thing about it, the Lord is getting ready to he's getting ready to desolate this place. Hey, man, we're here. It is at the door, and we cannot wait, man. The Lord is getting ready to come to deliver us. Verse 7, it said, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. So right now, you know, the most proud, which in fact is Babylon the Great, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, the Lord, that destroying mountain, you know, the one that was spoiled many nations. Now it's your turn to get spoiled by these nations. We seeing that these nations are constantly turning against Babylon the Great. You know, all these nations are in confederacy. You know what I'm saying? They are prevailing against America. We already know that it's rumors that reports that the BRIC alliance, the currency is now online. You know, I got to get a little bit more info on it, but it's rumors of that. So we seeing that, hey man, these things are getting ready to take place very quickly. You know what I'm saying? Not about we're here, man. We're here. Verse 8, it says, therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasure, that dwellest carelessly, that says in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. You in for a rude awakening. Verse 9 said, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, in 1 hour, thy judgment come. The loss of children and widowhood, widowhood, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, it's going to be what? Great death. And that they shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorcery and for the great abundance of thy enchantment. And everybody, you know, sit down now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. One thing about it, the Lord is getting ready to do a mighty work. We seeing it is happening right before our eyes. You know what I'm saying? And you know that said measure, you know, for this place to go is you know, the signs of the times are here. You know what I'm saying? It's speaking loud and clear. Let's read this again. Verse 9, it said, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorcery and for the great abundance of thy enchantment. You know what I'm saying? This place, you know, all this wickedness, all this sorcery, all this black magic, all this left hand energy. It will not save him. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord bring forth this judgment, this recompense, you know what I'm saying? And out about, so we seeing that we are very close. And out about, you know, we get hit with this nuclear attack or this EMP, you know what I'm saying? And your way of life is getting ready to change. And also America will be put out of of her misery. Salaki, tongue tied like a mug today. Verse 10, it said, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none sees me. Thou wisdom, thy knowledge, it has perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. Verse 11, therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it risen, and mischief shall fall upon thee. And thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And that, so right now, a lot of our people are relaxing in their leaves. They're unawares, and they're not watching. You know what I'm saying? They're not paying no type of attention. You know what I'm saying? All in the house of mirth, in the house of feasting, and out about it, you know, it gonna come upon you suddenly. And out about that's when that Lord gonna say, you shall seek me early, but you shall not find. Let's read it one more time. Verse 11 said, therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it risen, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And out about, hey man, a lot of people be walking around like blind people, don't have no idea what's getting ready to happen. It's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. And out about, hey, you're going to be crying and weeping with sorrow. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people right now, I have this, I have that. I'm a doomsday prepper. But out about, the Lord said this also, say, hey man, the one that saves his life shall lose his life. Let's get a quick precept before we close out. Let's go here to Mark chapter 8 and verse 35. Mark chapter 8. One moment. Mark chapter 8. It's in the New Testament. Mark chapter 8 and verse 35. And it reads, said, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel, the same shall save it. And not about it. And who is that? That's talking about the elect, the true believers of Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua, this wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding, this gospel. You know what I'm saying? Shall be a stronghold in these times of trouble that comes upon us. And the one that will lose their life because what? They want that sense of normalcy. When the lights go out, they're going to want to eat. They're going to want to take the charagma. They're going to want to have anything they can do to make everything be all right. It's a damn thing it's going to be all right. And everybody, they hit us with that the EMP. That's it. Good night. You know what I'm saying? That is it. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about it is that, you know, so a lot of people still have a, you know, a delusional mindset. You know what I'm saying? They still in that Gentile mindset. And not about the Lord's getting ready to cleanse them with that fire. They get ready to feel the fire. So let's go to our last and final script. Let's go here to 2 Ezra chapter, let's go here to 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 1. We'll close out here. 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 1. And it reads, it said, nevertheless, as the coming tokens are the signs of the times are the prophecy, said, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. And not about you already knowing that the famine of the word is coming. So you know what I'm saying, and also you know this the technology that we take for granted every day, it will be obsolete. You know what I'm saying? Out about this place is going to go back to 1800s or 1700s. You know what I'm saying? We go back to the ancient time. And out about whereby you're going to have to go find your food. You're going to have to go find water. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to find what resource. If you're sick, you're going to have to find some type of way to heal yourself. If the Lord is not dealing with you, you getting ready to die. And out about, we constantly warn you left, right. It is here. It is at the door. So let's read this one more time and we'll close out. It said, nevertheless, as the coming tokens are the signs of the time, are the prophecy, said, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. And so there be a lot of people going to be taken in a great number because of what? EMP attack, also what? A nuclear attack, also, you know, this invading force addition among men, you know what I'm saying, this global reset. A lot of things get ready to come into place. Cyber attack, rolling blackout, food shortage, starvation, water shortage, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things are getting ready to happen, you know what I'm saying? Kill or be killed, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they are not going to regard their law enforcement, because they're going to be trying to save their family. You seen in one of those videos, you know what I'm saying? The police going to say, hell, damn there. He gonna throw that badge and that gun away. He going to try to save his family. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to regard the government. They're not going to regard each other. Civil unrest, protesting, rioting. Blood will run red in the streets like a river. So, hey, man, we're here. So the men of the Lord, we're constantly warning you. We're signing crying left and right. And either you will hear or either you will forbear. So the title of the day lesson, once again, is EMP, End of Technology. So I'd like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rikakadash. I like to say, Shalom, Shalom.